Now, if it sounds like I have a cold and can only hear out of one ear this whole video, you're right, and whoever showed up to Kaiju Brooklyn sick and gave it to me, well, I hope Godzilla stomps through your house. I hope Jason kicks your boombox. I hope you left your fridge open and you lost a tub of ice cream. You son of a... Growing up, I was obsessed with Kaiju and Henshin Heroes, not just because they looked cooler than regular superheroes, but because they felt different. While caped heroes saved cities with a smile, Kaiju would save and destroy the city, crashing through everything in their path like walking metaphors for big feelings I didn't know how to name. And Henshin Heroes, they weren't born powerful, they transformed, rising up when it mattered most. So Lydia and I decided to table at Kaiju Brooklyn because nothing says well-adjusted adults like drawing giant radioactive lizards and selling them to strangers in cosplay. Preparing for this con was like cramming for finals if your finals was draw monsters until your wrist delocates and you start questioning Kaiju. Is Godzilla a redevelopment specialist? Is King Ghidorah the kind of monster who tries to run a startup except each head has a different business plan and they all keep firing each other? Mechagodzilla works in IT, you know he does. Dude's entire vibe is I just updated the firmware and now part of Tokyo doesn't exist. And Biolante is what happens when your houseplant gets tired of your bad vibes and decides to become a kaiju. Meanwhile, Lydia was in full crafting beast mode, making a helmet for our original character Ibex from our story Fennec. Lydia also made a Kirby Sailor Moon and a Kirby Kamen Rider because, well, if capitalism demands merch, we're gonna feed it the cutest stuff possible. We even printed zines of my sketchbook kaiju art, several months worth of work. And I wrote a short kaiju children's story because what toddler doesn't need trauma in 9 pages? It's a story about a toothache. But the beating heart behind it all was Fennec, our original story. This is an adult story not for kids with Henshin Heroes and Kaiju. On a planet rotating closer to their sun, the polar caps are melting and once frozen Kaiju are now waking up and attacking the only islands left. Our main heroes Fennec and Ibex gain their powers through overcoming generational and childhood trauma to fight off the Kaiju, and even worse, evil people. Like sick people who go to public events and end up making you sick. We were supposed to table with our friend Rami, but he got called into work last minute because capitalism never sleeps and he was scheduled to work. So day one was just Lydia and I and Google Maps doing its best to gaslight us with reroutes. Traffic turned our 30-minute commute into a real-time stress test, but as soon as we pulled up, everything clicked. The vibe was electric. I've never been so comforted by plastic toys shaped like lizards and space cops. Kaiju Brooklyn wasn't just a con, it was a niche congregation of monster-loving weirdos, and we were right at home. But before we go further, massive shout out to John from Robo 7. He makes rad shirts, and this was the reason we got into the show. I bought an Ultraman tee from him 2 years ago at Japan Fest.
Hey everybody, this is John Bellotti Jr., aka Robo7. On Instagram, it's ROBOSEVEN. Here at Kaiju Brooklyn, this is my convention. I created about 2 years ago. Now we're on our third show. It's the biggest one yet. Full weekend of events. We're here in the vendor room, hanging out. And this is my massive table that I have going, and it's been a blast so far. A lot of people have been showing up. Exceeded our expectations for Saturday. We're hoping for a good Sunday. You know, it sounds like a lot of people are coming, but you never know. So I'll always have that worry. But yeah, it's been a great show and a lot of great vendors and artists here. So yeah, it's been a blast so far.
Kaiju aren't just monsters, they're time machines. They hit you with nostalgia, but they also let you build something new on top of that. That's what I love seeing from the artists at this show.
Hi, I'm Ultragadra. You can find me on Instagram at Ultragadra. This right here, this is all my customs I do right here. This is my table with Kaiju Fruit Labs. I'm here to show everyone that you can make it if you can believe it. So just so you guys know, this is all my stuff right here. I built it all myself. All you guys gotta know is just, if you put your mind to it, you can literally make anything you want. So this is all my stuff right here.
Yeah, this is amazing. You 3D printed this?
3D printed it all, yep.
Hi, my name is Pete Sketches. I do art under the name Monster Bloodbath, so that's TikTok and Instagram. And my art is just like a combination of my love for like old horror movies, 1980s like blacklight metal posters, and kaiju. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Hi, my name is Joe. I go by Mythic Folds on Instagram, and my specialty is making origami. So I specialize with monsters, animals, and any mythical creatures. So that includes like Godzilla and Kaiju, Pokemon, even Avatar: The Last Airbender, and even superheroes like DC and Marvel.
Hi, I'm Gary. I'm from Vintage Spooky Company. You can follow me on Instagram at Vintage Spooky Company.
Hi, this is Abraham Muro of Fish-Based Clay. I'm here at Kaiju Brooklyn at my Fish-Based Clay booth, and I mainly right now just have a ton of... I have all of these original monster ideas that I did that are for this specific show, I did them very inspired by early 60s and 70s kaiju. Funny enough, like a little bit of Godzilla, but I really looked into like Ultraman and Super Sentai and Power Rangers, even though that's 90s, but the very like big colorful rubber thing. But I also tried to do it in a way that looks a little biologically accurate, really get those tropes, make it look like rubbery suits with the color and stuff, but I wanted to base it in kind of nature and stuff like that. But that's where I'm at. And honestly, if anybody comes by, just like, you don't have to buy anything, just like ask me about it and I'll ramble on for like an hour about like how it works as like a creature and like, like how it grows and its origin and all that stuff. I put too much thought into it, and I need that more than the money. But thank you though, thank you.
Heck yeah.
So my name is Jake. My brother and I created this original character called Tank Dino. It was a tribute, sort of parody to an Ultraman monster called Dino Tank. We just kind of flipped it upside down. So it originally started out as just kind of a lark. Like I drew it up as a sketch. My brother is a 3D modeler, so a little while after that, he's just, again, kind of on a whim, he did a 3D model for it. And then a year or two later, he was like, you know what, let's look into having this manufactured. And we actually used our COVID stimulus checks to have these made. So we've been doing shows for the past few years and having a good time with that. You can find us on Instagram at 4749designs. That's pretty much how we roll.
My name is Mark Dos Santos. You can follow me at markdossantos.com, MarkDosSantos. I also have an Instagram that's at Mark Dos Santos Art. I draw basically kaiju and dragons, and that's it. Don't know what else.
Your work's great.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff Zorno. Zorno must be destroyed over at Kaiju Brooklyn. And I'm here if you want to check me out on Twitter. It's Zorno13, Zornow 13. And you can check out my Store Envy, which is Zorno must be destroyed at storeenvy.com.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Jordan, the Don Adorno. You guys can follow me at The Realist Goji Fan on Instagram. You guys could also check me out on Monsters with Attitude on literally every single other social media platform. Thank you, and yeah, support your local artists.
Hi, this is artist Nick Chev, or as you might know me on Instagram, Art of Chev, where you can follow me on. I'm an artist here at Kaiju Brooklyn, also the creator and designer of the Kaiju Brooklyn mascot, Kaibrugan, who's making his debut this year in his marvelous magenta and yellow hues. Yeah, I'm here celebrating a lot of great stuff for kaiju films and giant monsters in general. Me in particular, the 70th anniversary of Godzilla Raids Again, which is the first movie to feature Godzilla battling another kaiju, and that kaiju was Anguirus. Yes, before Mothra, King Ghidorah, or Rodan, there was Anguirus. And he's kind of underused, but he is an awesome, awesome monster. I've got the original versions of my art of him, and then also color prints that I'm promoting here, along with Kybergon stickers and a bunch of other great stuff. So, yeah.
Well, hello there. My name is Joshua Braffman. You can find me at the local Braffman. That's B-R-A, F as in Frank, M-A-N. I am a independent kaiju novelist. I've written my debut novel, One Massive Step. It's all about kaiju in the 1970s and how they changed history. One story is set in the Philippines, the other in Vietnam. Both of them feed into each other. The more you learn about one story, the more the other one changes. And, you know, one story is about Monique, a insurance agent who goes to Vietnam to find out what happened to her father, who's been missing for 16 years. The other is about a young boy named Mickey, who has been having dreams at night of people going missing, dreams that are coming true, and hearing voices coming from the ocean. So it's all about solving those mysteries and how the kaiju tie into it. And you can find me. You can also find me on YouTube at Skullstar Productions.
You know, I can only do that.
There's something special about artists who create kaiju from nostalgia. They're not just designing creatures, they're recreating the awe that they felt when they were 6 staring at VHS covers like it was a religious artifact. It's not just, ooh, scary monster, it's, this monster understands me.
My name's Taya. My artist handle is Comical Carnival. I just really like making stuffed animals and things that are cutesy, so I hope my art reflects that.
No, definitely.
My name is Wes Allard. I'm part of Last Bastion Studios, and you can find us at Last Bastion Studios on Instagram and on our website, lastbastionstudios.com.
Are you an artist?
I'm a writer and an artist. I paint, but I hire better artists to actually do the comics themselves. Like this one's got the Samurai Jack sort of Batman animated adventure.
Yeah, I know Bruce Timm. Yeah.
Very Bruce Timm and everything. But we put violence and nudity and all that kind of fun stuff from the regular series right here. Different artists, of course. This is Heel Turn. A lot of violence. Not for kids.
That's awesome. And what about the all the stuff here? Are you like a resin artist or vinyl?
I mean, we are soft vinyl artists. We do help other artists make soft vinyl toys of their art. So this is something that we produced for Octil, who is a well-known tattoo artist and kaiju artist and stuff. And then sometimes other people from other toy makers will ask us to do paint jobs on some of their things for them. So that's where you start seeing this, these. But Ragnar is our other IP, and it's got a comic that goes with it as well. And we do different paint jobs. This is our newest figure, the Mecha Tonto. Comes in glow, black, and clear.
Hi, I'm Cider. I run Cider Hoots. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, or Blue Sky. And I absolutely love drawing kaiju. It's my favorite thing ever. Watch Kamen Rider.
It's K20 Customs. You can follow me on every social media as K20 Customs. And mostly I just make toku patches from Kamen Rider, Sentai. And I'm working on trying to build my Ultraman stuff and branch out to kaiju stuff. So that's my main goal. My main goal is that because I'm trying to get all the nicks and picks of all Tokusatsu right now.
Yeah.
Oh, fun fact: favorite season is Die Ranger.
Hey, my name is Luis Garcia. I'm an artist here at Kaiju Brooklyn. Usually go online as Kaiju Artist. And usually all of my artwork is just pencil or digital. And most of my process is usually just drawing physically first, taking a picture, and coloring digitally. So it adds a really nice paper texture to everything that I make. And I tend to specialize in realism too. Some of my stylization also goes by angular lines. Lots of shading, sometimes it takes a long time to make some details, but it's worth it at the end, especially, yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Steve Chanks. I'm over at Kaiju Brooklyn, and just wanted to say if you're looking for monsters, boobs, and butts, you can come over here and I'll hit you with some colorfully kitsch childhood trauma. Thanks for coming down.
All right, perfect.
So, I am Dan Richards, a partnership of Forge Publication Inc. I'm here with Walter Vincent, which is also the writer of the publications that we got. Right now we're debuting the Haikaru's Kaiju, Destroy All Monsters property at Brooklyn Kaiju Con. So give us a follow at Forge Publication Inc. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm also doing some content. I found YouTube a little harder than that.
Hello, I'm Brandon Phillips.
And I'm Jack Armstrong.
And we are Kaiju Assault, the creators of Kaiju Assault card game, which is a giant monster themed card game. where giant monsters beat the snot out of other giant monsters.
We have a 2 to 4 player game that is done with dice and giant monsters.
They are 3x5 cards, which you'll be able to see here. Because they are giant monsters, they deserve giant cards. All the monsters are broken into power levels, and they have different powers and abilities. Just to keep it simple, everything is color-coded, so it's really quick to pick up and figure out exactly what's going on.
We interrupt this program for a Tokusatsu cosplay shoutout because somewhere out there a guy in a Kamen Rider helmet just did a backflip off a park bench and yelled "Rider kick" loud enough to scare 3 pigeons and a chihuahua. It's not a phase, it's a calling. And for the indie artists, the ones building heroes from scratch, y'all are basically real-life Henshin characters. You start out small, underestimated, underpaid. You transform through discipline, story, and sheer caffeine into someone powerful. You become the hero you needed.
What's up, guys? So my name is Drake Tinta. I am the creator and head of Boku Dragon Pro. I'm a local manga creator based in Jersey. I tend to work a lot in New York, though. But you know what? I'm here at Kaiju Brooklyn to sell and showcase my work. Yeah, so if you guys are interested, we're here this weekend. My socials are right here. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow me at Boku Dragon Pro.
So my name is Andrew Smart. I go by Pandio online. And we are Moonlair Studios. We're an indie manga studio based out of Maryland. We have most of our stuff on Instagram. It's Moonlair _studios. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And we sell a lot of our stuff online at moonlairstudios.com. And yeah, we've been doing manga and coming up with our own stories for about, I want to say, since 2019 or 2020.
Yeah, 2019, 2020.
Yeah. And yeah, we just absolutely love it. Right now, we're just specializing in like manga manga-inspired comics, and yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm Michelle Smart. I'm the other half of Moonlair Studios. I co-write the stories. I also edit. And yeah, we're just really excited to be here in Brooklyn. So we're from Maryland. Yeah. So yeah.
My name is Waylon Kwan, and I run Simone Toys Co. All my socials are at Spumoni Toys Co. And I specialize in comics and toys, specifically more Japanese vintage-inspired sofubi. And yeah, do all my own characters, all Toku and mecha style. Check me out.
Hey, my name is Andres Perez, aka Kaiju Noir on Nutline. This is my self-published comic book, Primal Warrior Drake Uzul. It's a story about a man who finds a giant robot from ancient Mayan times and uses it to fight giant monsters that are mysteriously appearing all over modern-day Mexico. It's a little bit of Power Rangers, Ultraman, that classic giant hero versus kaiju smackdown, all set to a Mexican backdrop for that unique cultural flair to it all. We got comic books, we got action figures, keychains, novels, a lot of supplementary material alongside with the main comic book story.
Hey there, I'm Gentzilla. My real name is Gentz. I just add Zilla at the end of it, Genc. And yeah, I've been a huge kaiju fan for over 20 years, since I was 10 years old around. And this is my first ever Kaiju Brooklyn. This is my first ever convention ever, and I'm super excited to be here.
Your first convention?
Yeah, this is my first convention ever. And I was really excited to make things for it and be part of the kaiju community. It's super comfortable to be around here and talk to everybody who's just really into Tokusatsu and have conversations around there. Otherwise, I run a webcomic called Boxcar City Rush. If anybody wants to read it, I highly recommend it. It's available online for free. You can go to boxcarcityrush.com. It's all there, a webcomic. You can see it.
Otherwise, you can follow me on social medias. I'm active on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, at Godzilla. So pretty much that's it. Yeah.
Hey, my name is Bill Kucher, and we're here at Kaiju Brooklyn. I'm here with my friend Chris Marty, who is at Cosmic Monster Sounds, and we're both under the Mutant Ideas label. And I've got my art prints set up, as well as Chris's music and original songs, everything we're setting up. And it's a beautiful day.
Cool. Unfortunately, they didn't get here today. But I have them on Instagram, website.
My name is Dominic Navarra. Handles are dominicnavarra.art, at Dominic_Navarra Instagram, and I make handmade wooden kaijus from scratch. From New Orleans, and I guess that's it.
Yeah.
My name is Eiji Kaminaga of Marusan Toys Inc. We are the toy maker that produced monster vinyl toys, the first in 1960s. The first was Ultra Q series and Ultraman series and Godzilla and some other characters. And this is a reissue of the Ultraman 1966. And this is King Joe. It's a kind of a reissue, but enlarged version. Original one, like 22 centimeters, and enlarged to 20, almost 30 centimeters. The version. And also, we do the original characters, monster, like Gargantuas, Eberion, Sibyl, Bamel, Tamachan. And this is from the Ultraman series Takon. And also, this is our new contents, robot series called Balkons. Balkons series Galumos. And this is a monster, opponent monster, Golarian. And this is designed by Katsushi Murakami, who created our Chogokin series. And this is Kaiju Hearts. There was in the 1960s, 1970s, there was a toy like that, the vinyl. So I just made and now this kind of stuff.
My name is Dinah Burgess, and I am the artist for Glowzilla. You can follow us at glowzilla.nyc on Instagram. We sell a collection of hygiene-inspired products to keep nerds fresh, not funky.
I'm Rachel from Heartbat Studio. I make a lot of pastel goth patches and pins, and I customize toys. I'm kind of well known for my pink Godzillas and Catbat.
Hi, I'm Quinn DeVee. I am mostly on Twitter and Blue Sky, and I do mostly Ultraman and other Tokusatsu art. And this is the first time that I'm selling prints.
Right.
everybody, this is Map in the Bright Humans. I just bought this beautiful Violante and this zine and sticker over here at this booth. You can find me at Map in the Bright Humans. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, and I'm so excited for KB3.
lips can only say the pretty words that feel in my heart. If my voice can make a sound, I will tell you all I love you and we never be one. But with just one look into your face, my mind starts to drift right into space, and the words get stuck in my throat. The words get stuck in my throat.
This city has no chill, but neither do we. Indie Kaiju, DIY heroes, monster kids, welcome to Fennec Sector Kaiju, broadcasting now. Day 2, Rami finally showed up like a rogue NPC with secret loot. He brought untranslated manga, painted live like Bob Ross, and reminded us that art friends are instant friends.
Hi, I'm Rami Salem. I have one social medias on Instagram. It's called Rami Salami, RAMMISALAMI. I am a cartoonist. Please give me a follow. I am open for commissions, and I make comic books.
Alright guys, this is the amazing Technicolor Dreamboat, the one, the only, Vinny Deluxe, the announcer for Kaiju. Big battle. We are hanging out right now. We've got a lot going on. 30 years of Kaiju, yet somehow it's our first time here at Kaiju Brooklyn, and we're having an absolute blast. We're going to go ahead and learn more about what this is, because I'm telling you right now, you got to see it to believe it. You go ahead and follow us at Kaiju Big Battle. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. People apparently still use Facebook. We are on Facebook. And better yet, we do have tickets on sale for some of our upcoming shows with plenty more on the way. If you can't be here, you can find our stuff through our link tree online. We got them all there. This is an absolute great time. We're honored to be here, and thank you so much.
We met some phenomenal artists. We saw wild toys. We shared our story, our monsters, ourselves. It wasn't about selling, it was about showing up and being seen. Although I do have to brag, my 11x17 Gamera piece sold. Iffy! After the show, we paid a stop to our local Bandai store, where the gotcha games gotcha.
They're kind of funny.
Then we grabbed some ramen and, well, we had a kaiju-sized appetite by that point. Bellies full, bags lighter, hearts heavier. In a good way, of course. We actually made profit at a fan event, which is rare considering at most cons you're sandwiched between Funko Pops and the ghost of Jim Lee's reputation, but Kaiju Brooklyn is different. It knows what it is. The fans came for this specific world, Tokusatsu, Kaiju, nostalgia, and connection through specific fandom. Because this event was a niche interest, we did well compared to most cons, something that we will definitely keep in mind when tabling from here on out. And because of that, we didn't just break even, we broke through. This con gave us confidence, joy, and a reason to keep building our story Fennec. So thank you, Kaiju Brooklyn. Until next year, stay weird, stay monstrous, and remember, Godzilla is a lizard carrying emotional baggage and lower back pain. He doesn't hate the city, he just needs therapy, a nap, and probably to stop dating Mothra. She glows and then ghosts. Like and subscribe.
Give me a pose.
Hundred thousand volts of electricity strung around the city is a barrier.